Sunday. Normally we say not quite 5. I mean, a little after 5, not quite 7. We are early today. We're gonna call this the early edition. Um, let's see, man. I know y'all missed us, man. We took a little break. I had to take some personal time. All the guys probably had a good relaxing time. They ain't had to worry about coming up here on Sunday and dealing with the madhouse that we call Hustle Different. It's your boy Dave Gray, the unofficial mayor of St. Louis. unofficial, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say that so many times so I don't get in trouble with nobody.
You better.
I say that. That's why I say it the way I say it. AKA the QB. We are here. Sitting across from me, man, is our man, Fly Guy J. Ali in the building.
Yes.
Catty cornered, Santone, the man, Sauce Game in the building. What's up, baby? How you been, man?
Chilling.
Been all right. What's going on, Jay? You all right, man?
Man, I'm all good,
All
man.
right. And y'all know it's a good day because we got y'all know who it is. She only get it on this show. Buffy the Barbie is in the building. No, I'm just going to stop it. That's her name in here.
Yes,
That's her other AKA y'all don't know about. It's just only on Hustle Different.
Yeah.
Now we got Buffy Dylan in the building. Dewan Dylan, Colon Cancer Foundation in the building today. We are back. Y'all know what the time it is. It's like time is flying, Buffy. We are back here already.
Yeah.
It seems like time is just flying. We here for the back to school, Jay. You remember the first one?
Yes.
Come on,
It was
man.
epic. It was
Rest in
epic.
peace, Jay Savage, too, because he came out and
man,
volunteered, too, on that first one,
Yes.
too. You know what I'm saying? But it's time again, Buffy.
Yes.
Well, look, we're going to catch up with Miss Buffy Dylan. She is here right now. This is not AI. That's really her sitting here with us. This the crazy side of the family she don't tell y'all about.
Keep us in the basement.
Right, keep us in the basement.
Come out once a year.
That's it. Let us out, and she come hang with us. But what's going on, Buffy? So it says the 16th annual.
Yes, it is.
The 16th.
16.
16th.
Yeah, me and my husband did it 3 years together, and I continued after that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, for those who don't know, or sometimes people don't watch the show from last year and the year before. If this your first time coming up here, if this your first time watching and seeing Buffy Dylan on the show, the Dewan Dylan Colon Cancer Foundation is something that we share. If you see my page or if you see the Hustle Different page, you've seen these flyers. You've seen us just talking about this. Is what I love about it is haircuts, is hairstyles, is everything. Teeth cleaning, consultations for many different things.
Yeah.
But no, I'm gonna let her go into it. But I'm just tripping out. I just looked at this, the 16th annual. So, real backstory, real quick. How was the first one? Like when y'all first started the foundation, how was it in the beginning?
Well, when we first started it, we did it at Laramore Park, and the park is down the street from the salon that we owned, and that I still own.
Yeah.
And basically, it was like my husband Dewan was already a basketball coach and a mentor, so he already was involved with the kids heavily. Plus, we got the barbershop, the beauty shop, And so with that, it was like, we're gonna do something for the community. I said, okay. And so we had it in the park, and we provided for 200, kids at that time,
Wow,
and
200
we
kids.
passed out the park.
Come on.
And like I said, we did it for 3 years, before he got ill and, took sick and died. And yesterday actually was his 13-year death anniversary.
Oh wow. Okay.
So,
okay.
To keep it going, I promised him, I would keep doing what we started together. And then we, of course, started the Dewan Dylan Colon Cancer Foundation in honor of him. I told him I would never let the world forget him.
And you haven't. That's one thing I can say. She has not.
No.
Hey, if you ain't got a ride or die like this, y'all going look in the wrong areas. Y'all are looking in the wrong places. Cause this is what I hope my wife.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? When if it happens like that, but.
Absolutely.
it's just a beautiful thing. And like I said, we've got to know Buffy over the years.
Yes.
Shout out to Shantae
Yes.
for bringing her, for even introducing us to you. Okay, so what? Shantae is my girl. She
Yes.
doing big things.
Oh my God.
She's doing big things. That's my
Love.
sister. I
Hey.
love her. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
She is doing big things. Shout out to Shantae. Shout out to you, Buffy. Y'all doing big things. Y'all whole crew, everybody that came up here with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Still moving, and the trajectory is still going up. And it seems like, your sponsors are going up. I see the sponsors are going up.
Partners,
Yeah. Oh, okay. Partners.
Yeah,
Excuse
partners,
me.
Yeah.
Yep. So who are some of your partners on here? Because they probably can't see this if I put this on the camera.
Right. We have Queso What, of course.
Shout out, Shantae.
Right. Queso What Restaurant. We have PAL, Police Athletic League. Craig Black Community Cuts for Kids. Spanish Lake, Florissant Valley, and Blackjack Fire Districts.
Wow.
North St. Louis County Public Health and St. Louis County Parks and Recreation.
Okay. Shout out to all the partners, man, for doing it for the kids. Hey, y'all, it's a real cool event. They have everything. Like, if you looking to do anything, excuse me, I've had people come post on their live, like who giving out backpacks, who doing the thing.
Yeah.
And this is where I'm telling them to come. This is where you're going to come because it's not just backpacks. You know what I'm saying? It's not just backpacks. There's a lot of things going on.
Well, I got to say, first of all, thank you to Hustle Different Podcast. And thank you guys since day one. You guys have welcomed me, loved me, supported me. Not only at the station for the podcast, you all come out to the event.
Yes.
You invite people out. You constantly sharing my flyers of whatever I'm doing throughout the entire year. It's way more than just the back to school. So I got to say, you guys are some more angels in my life.
Oh, we appreciate it. We appreciate it. We love it. We love when we get a little flower here and there. Look.
Oh yeah.
What you got? What you look? Oh, you looking for this?
I'm very grateful, for everything, that you guys do to help make this a success. As we always say, it takes a village. This is not Buffy Dylan doing it by herself. It takes all of us to come together, and like I said, you guys are some more angels in my life, and I got to give props and props to do.
Oh, we appreciate it, and it's vice versa. Talk to me.
So it highlights the back to school giveaways, but I can attest, and I'm sure the viewers would like to know more. I can attest about in regard to a lot of the wraparound services that are offered at that event. So it is back to school, but there is PSA testing.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of other resources that are available at this event.
Absolutely.
So while the children are being taken care of and prepared to, have a good start for their school year,
right.
The parents that come can also benefit. So if you could just explain to the viewers some of the wraparound services that are offered to the parents as well.
You are absolutely right, and I'm glad you mentioned that because, it is so much more than just backpacks filled with school supplies. Let me say this also. We not only want to help the students on August 9th, but what we're trying to do is raise enough to where we can drop off supplies to schools maybe 3 months in, 4 months in, because you got the teachers that are buying these supplies, and some of them can't afford, but kids are in need all year long. So we're trying to help beyond that. That's the first thing. The wraparound services, from inside to outside, the vendors are phenomenal. From haircuts, hairstyling, health screenings, vision screenings, teeth cleaning. We have counselors there for children's counseling. We have someone there that basically is helping people with financial services, health care. It's so many things. When you leave here on August 9th, the adults and the children will be fulfilled. Don't forget, everything's free. So we're talking about from the food to the face painting to we even have entertainment for you guys. So it's raffles, giveaways. We got some of everything, and so I just want to thank all the people that have contributed, donated to this cause. I am very, very happy with, the vendors and what's going on, that we're going to be able to provide even more smiles. Everybody leaves out of here smiling. Then outside, we got PCAT bringing their colon cancer screening and prostate screenings with their van.
Yes.
We have Cardinal Glennon bringing in their helicopter.
I was gonna say,
I love
Bobby
that
bringing out the
helicopter.
helicopter
you know,
again.
Helicopter.
we got, Pal bringing their gaming van that the kids can sit on the van
Yeah.
and play games or whatever. We got the bookmobile coming. We got a host of things inside and out to where, hey, it's no reason when you left here you weren't smiling.
Exactly.
And then you got your backpack full of school supplies with all the necessities that you're going to need. And if there's a few things that were missed, well, the parents can grab those, but we don't cover the majority of them.
Oh yeah, and I just want to chime in, and usually it's so many participants.
Yes.
Like even after everybody come back twice, it's still left. It's still items left.
Yeah, we try.
Because at the end of the, at the end of the evening, it's like, here, you know what I'm saying? If y'all know somebody,
Yeah, we'll give.
here, take it to them.
Yeah.
Hey, look, and me and my wife, we left with puzzles and all that stuff, and we gave them out to the school. We gave them out to, you know what I'm saying, the little kids we saw just out on walking down the street.
Yeah.
Because, people don't do stuff like, a puzzle could change somebody's whole. Only reason I say that, I had a dude say, hearing an audio book, he a younger guy.
Right.
And he said listening to audio books, that's all he used to do.
Oh, okay.
And he said one day he decided to read the book that he heard the audio book on. And he said now he don't even listen to audio books no more. And he said he in his 30s. He I'm in my 30s, you know what I mean? He's like, I really like reading, it's going back.
That's right.
Nostalgic type, like we have our nostalgia stuff. We ain't gonna talk ages and stuff.
And
We have
And how wonderful can that make a person, in general, and a child specifically, feel when they get a fresh new haircut for the first day.
Oh boy,
And then
he know
right here,
he a barber. He know.
So
Absolutely.
how much of a confidence builder that
Yes.
is. Just something as simple,
Yes.
seemingly simple as a haircut.
We know that.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know how it was.
But when you speak about simplicity, you understand, that when you have a parent that may have several kids, and she's trying to cover the haircuts and the hairstyling.
Yes.
So it's like, bring them here, they can get ready, and it's one less thing that you got to worry about as a parent, because these nice hairstylists and barbers are providing their time for free to come in and help build your child's confidence.
Yep.
And what we used to be like, man, I'm wearing my new clothes. Man.
Right, you ready. You had them laid out. You had your outfit
you
laid
know
out. Look at the cameraman back there.
Yeah.
was-
I'm telling you, even down to our giveaways, we giving away some Jordans, we giving away,
Uh-oh.
we're raffling off a lot of different stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, the thing is, boost these kids' confidence, in every way that we can to make them more assured of who they can be and who they are.
Right.
Yeah. And Brian Moore will be there. Mentors, mentors.
Boys to Mentors.
Just to give a shout out
one of my
to
big
Mo.
supporters. That's my brother. They have helped me and been with me. Because DT was a part of that. And that was my brother also. And they have been supportive and just loving me and the Dewan Dylan Foundation since the day I met them. So they're gonna be in the house.
Oh yeah. And then look, it's the kids. Trust me, the kids always have a great time. My cousin Courtney, shout out CCV Videography. He brought his daughters out.
Okay.
And he hung out with us, helping, talk to people, asking questions. We do that when we were there. And his daughters had the best time. They had the face painting.
Good.
You know what I mean? It was just a great time. And I saw it in their face. They made some friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the
Okay.
kids, kids don't, kids are innocent for the most part.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Seriously, even when the kid parent is a certain way, when they're away from their parent, they still got their own identity.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And I saw that happen.
Okay.
Because, they talk about the youth, but when they talk about the youth, I think they really focusing on that 20-somethings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But these are kids, and I watch these kids that never met each other, all different walks of life.
Okay.
Next thing you know, they running around with each other, playing and everything, and my cousin like, oh, she made some friends, and they out there playing. And it was just to watch that happen. Like, it still can happen, you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's nice to hear, because of course I can't be everywhere in the
Oh, you
building
be
seeing
busy.
what everything
You be
is going
busy.
on. but you just put another smile on my face, because to see how everybody's reacting, the kids are making new friends, they're adapting to things, they in the bounce house, they here, they there, and we always have a thank you God, a well organized event, so this is not an event you come to and everything's in havoc, everything's orderly, and we always have a safe environment for you to come to, so it's not an environment where people come to and they got to worry about fights breaking out or people acting belligerent or anything like that. This is a very family friendly event.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell everybody too. Coming to this event, I'm telling everybody, this is to everybody listening and everybody who's gonna see this. Charge your battery in your phone. Because you're going to be recording. But it's just so much going on.
Yeah.
You're going to be recording and taking pictures. It's just so much going on. And every time I go, by the end of it, my battery is almost dead. Or I have to cut the video short. I'm serious. Yeah. Charge your battery. It's a great time. It's something that you want to see in this world that we're seeing in the news, what's going on, that, what come across your timeline and your feed. All the negativity, it is some positivity going on. We need to try to push that sunlight through those clouds. You know what I'm saying? We need to really try to push that harder. You know what I'm saying? We happy with mentioning it. That's the difference between us. We scream it. We harp it. We kick your doors down with it. I post it till you tell me to stop.
You really do. I'm telling you, like I said, you guys support me in such a way. Since the day I met y'all, look how many events you all have done with me. You all have done Christmas, and my colon cancer event. Since I met you guys, you not only have me on air, but you come with me.
Yes.
You invite people out.
Yeah, we want to show people like this is for real. Yeah, this is really real.
Yeah, you know. And it seems that everybody y'all invite out, the adults and the kids, they have a good time.
Oh, yeah. And it just get bigger. Because people start remembering, oh, here it come again. I started up soon. Me and Buffy, she sent me the flyer, like right before she getting ready to jam. I'm like, okay, like warming me up. Like she'll send me the heads up like, dang, here we go. Because she know what I'm going to do. She know what I'm going to do. She don't have to worry about it. She knows it's going to be tasteful. She knows it's going to be no disrespect.
Absolutely.
No way. Because her brand is very important, just like my brand is very important.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And Jay teaches me a lot on that side because Jay will tell me, like, Dave, I'm not staying away. I ain't trying to not be a part of this. If I'm not there, it's a reason. And he says a reason because he might feel like what he's doing could tarnish, not even tarnish, but affect. Anything Tone got going on, or I got going on, or you got going on. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's a mutual respect on that end. So when it comes to everything we do for you, I make sure that it's above, it's on the level.
And I appreciate
You know what I mean? Because I don't want nobody to ever call you or send you a message, because you'll never get it. That Hustle Different did anything. Yeah. Harmful.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We and Jay was together yesterday, and you saying, I'm the diffuser. If I see somebody trying to harm you, I'm going to stop them before you even, Buff, you ain't going to even know what happened. You're going to turn around and be like this. What happened?
Call him the de-escalator.
Look, what happened? Yeah. Like Tone. Hey, Tone got a new joint coming out. We're going to get into that, too. He got a new joint coming out. I can't wait for him to drop. Because this is what y'all been waiting for. I told her, Mr. Lover, man, hey, he put the silk smoking jacket up for a second.
Putting the sauce on it, the real sauce.
He put out the cigar and put up the smoking jacket. He went and bought a hoodie and some Black Air Forces.
It's coming his game up.
It's coming like that.
Okay. Just for that joint. Something.
Just for a second. He had to jump in the car and ride for a second. That's all. Can we say that? Just jumped in the car and rode for just a second.
You gotta be multifaceted.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
And then he ain't hit you with the dough, let me out. He driving. He driving, looking at you in the rearview mirror. No, it's all love on here. But y'all, Buffy is in the building. Hey, we're gonna squeeze as much information as we can because around this time, Buffy get busy because all the galas are finna start up. All the, you know how it go. Look, I know it. Look, I know her itinerary probably better than she do. Because once these dates start, look, this is the beginning right here, y'all. Like going into the wintertime, she know she gonna be busy till April. So if y'all got any business to do with Buffy, y'all better do it before next Sunday. If she ain't answering your call, she ain't mad at you. She busy. How about that? Can I put it out there?
Well,
Talk
you
to
know,
me.
thank God.
That's
Thank
what I'm
God.
saying.
Thank God, busy with purpose and elevation.
Hey,
Elevation.
because I'd rather be busy than tell somebody, hey, dog, call my phone and make sure that it's...
Right.
Make sure my ringer's still working.
Right.
Hey, dog, make sure...
Phone's kind of dry.
Right. Yeah. So as the it's crazy.
That's for real. I'd rather be like this. Look, hold on, than like this. Hey, dog, call my phone right quick.
That's,
Make sure my phone
weird.
ring.
You absolutely right.
But no, it's a blessing. And did y'all hear that word blessing, man? It ain't no luck.
Yeah.
She worked at this. This the 16th annual. Not the first, not the second, the 16th.
Yeah.
So I think she know what she's doing, y'all. So y'all need to come on out. And it's not just backpack. We're going to keep harping on that. This is not just backpacks, y'all. Because when you hear the word back to school, you associate it with people just handing out backpacks.
Absolutely.
No, this is teeth cleaning, haircuts, hairstyling, consultations, mentorship programs,
Yes.
colon cancer screenings.
And we're trying to even have someone coming out that's doing utility assistance. So we're trying to get that in there too, you know. But I have such a variety. I believe, 18 different vendors, and everybody doing something different.
And that's good. And yeah, it's in the gymnasium, y'all. It's huge. It's set up perfect. And like she said, it's not willy-nilly. When you walk in there, it's very organized. You don't walk into chaos. You walk in there and you still feel comfortable with what you're doing. And it's not degrading. You know what I'm saying? It's not. You know what I mean? I just want to put that out there. It's not degrading. When you walk in there, you feel welcome. You know what I mean? You don't feel like you're in there for assistance. You feel like you're welcome there. And that's the feeling you want, you know, when you walk in.
Now, I will say, for your child to get a backpack, they must be school aged, and the parent has to be present. The child has to be present with the parent.
Right.
Now, if you want to come in as an adult and enjoy some of the, you know, things that are going on there, that's fine. But when it comes to getting the backpack,
the child has to be present.
Child has to be present and school aged. You know, we've had people come in that, you know, have babies on their hip and they want a backpack for them. Your baby not going to school.
Right.
Save this for the kids that need this.
Right. Y'all hear that? The kids that need it. Yeah. You know what I mean? No, don't come up there and take a resource from somebody just because.
So with this being a colon cancer awareness event, can you explain to the viewers how important it is to take a proactive approach when we're speaking about a condition like this, nutrition, dietary, having a relationship with the primary care physician, making sure that you have a baseline so that you can identify these things before they become an issue. Colorectal screenings, and if they see the polyps, they can take care of that right then and there before it builds into something more malignant.
Absolutely. Everything you said, you know, is absolutely true. You know, with colon cancer being a disease that has no gender or no age to it. It's not an old person's disease. It's affecting the 30 and 40-year-old crowd more and more and more, you know. And so with that, you know, also know the genetics of your family. If certain things run in your family, not to say you will have it, but if it runs in your family, that will make you more aware of what you need to do. As you said also, making sure that you go see your, you know, medical providers. If your body doesn't feel right, you know, if something has changed with your stool, abdominal pains, different things that you can say, okay, those stand out more. But they call it the silent killer. because it can lay in your body and you not even know it's there. Once again, like I've told you so many times, my husband was 39 years old and got a stomach ache that he couldn't shake. And 4 days later, we find out he's at stage 4 colon cancer.
Wow.
And they gave him 6 months to live then. He survived 9 months. He's too far gone for chemo and radiation. And so we got to bring him home and take care of him like the king that he is, you know. But as, you know, Jay said, it's preventable. You can go and get help, but you have to also be proactive in your movement. Certain things, if they linger a little bit more, they're a little bit different, go get it checked out.
Yeah, anything.
Man, stop being afraid to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
It's a shame that
Tell
it's so many men and in general, but to be specific, so many black men are afraid to go because they don't want to hear bad news when they can probably prevent something. Preventive health care is the most important health care. It's some men, and it's unfortunate, they haven't had regular medical checkups since if they had to go to prison.
Yeah.
I hear guys say, man, the last time I've been to the doctor was when I was in prison, and they've been out 10 years.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they and some of these guys have insurance and won't utilize it.
Yep.
Don't wait until you're in the emergency room or the ED department of a hospital.
Yes, and
to
that's
get
what
help.
and that's what we do though. And
Well-
none of, you know, I ain't gonna say all of us, but most of us would wait. You know, when something really bad happen, because you know you feel like I'm a man.
Yeah.
Like me, I got double knee surgery
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
because my knee was hurting and I thought I could push through it,
Yeah. Absolutely.
but I couldn't.
Absolutely.
End up having to get surgery. You know, I let it get to that point. I probably could have did something prior to that, you know, needing surgery part, but it was me. I'm just telling you from 100% facts. I did it. I was one of those.
Right.
That was scared to go to the doctor because I didn't want to take medicine because I let the commercials scare me from the medicine.
Yeah.
You know, I'm serious. I'm just telling. I don't
Yeah,
mind
yeah.
telling my truth. I'm
Yeah,
54. You
that's
know what
real.
I mean? I don't mind telling
Yeah.
my truth.
But you know, even when it comes to the colonoscopies, so many are so, you know, uncomfortable with that. I
man.
mean, you sleep. You don't even know they doing it. But I know you knew, you know, that it's coming. But we also provide fit kits, and those are stool kits. And we provide those to uninsured and underserved communities. And so with this kit, all you have to do is give a sample, and they give you all the instructions, a sample of your stool, and you don't even pay to mail it back in. They cover the fee also for that. From there, they can let you know basically if they see anything. They may tell you everything's perfectly fine, but they can also tell you if they think you need further, you know, investigation of this matter, you know. But, you know, the bottom line when it's all said and done, unless you have medical issues and things that they are doing it earlier, they just, you know, basically lowered the age to 45 for your colonoscopy. My husband wasn't even, he was 39.
Right.
You know, and so with that, once again, the
Proud
30
of
to
y'all.
40-year-old age group is being affected now in a tremendous manner. And then don't forget also, they're seeing that basically Midwestern and Southern states are more affected by colon cancer than Northern states. You know, so yes, the eating, you know, the smoking, the drinking, you know, they have a list of things. But what about the person who doesn't do any of it? What about the person that is healthy as so-called a horse? How did they get it? So it's, you know, so I am saying be cautious, be preventative. But it's some people that were walking around here that's healthy as I don't know what, and now all of a sudden they got it, and it didn't run in their family. You know, so letting people know, anybody, men or women, this is not a male disease.
Yes.
Women have it also.
Yep.
You know, so letting people know that, hey, it's affecting all of us in one way or another. I'm hearing more and more since I've had to deal with it. More and more people out here that's suffering from it, suffered with it, died from it. I mean, I'm starting to hear colon cancer so much, it's like, man, before wine, I really didn't hear it like that.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know, but sometimes until something affects you directly, you don't really hear about stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, of course, I've heard about breast cancer.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, but yeah, colon cancer is really, really taking over. It's affecting a lot of people. You know, weight loss. When you have unexplained weight loss, you know, and things like that, you know, pay attention to your body. Certain stuff is like, why you have to get all the way down before you go get checked out?
And especially in our culture, you already know from the time that we're able to almost eat. And that people I get on this, people don't like hearing it, but
What?
from the time that we were able to eat,
Right.
we're Rice House, Bang Loud, the Red Hot
Yes.
Ripley's,
Yeah,
and then we
yeah.
get old enough.
Yeah.
There was a time Old English 800 and the blunts and all this, and then just years and years of that.
Yeah,
And processed food now is really big.
Yeah.
You know, cell phones, microwaves. So we always introducing our body to radiation to our body rather. So like you said, but there are instances where it's people that don't have any of these habits, but we still got that microwave.
Yeah, yeah.
We
So
still got
it's
that
a
cell
common
phone.
denominator.
Yeah. You
You
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely
It's a
right.
common
And then-
denominator.
and then
Because
don't
if the
forget-
healthy and the unhealthy can get it, you know what I mean?
And then don't forget about, the elements that sometimes been put out here also that we can't control these elements that like Rika right now, the radioactive, with Coldwater Creek. All that's
Oh,
going on
stuff.
right now. So certain things that you had no control over because it was put there by someone else, let's say that.
Manhattan Project. Shout out to the Manhattan Project.
Exactly,
Clowns.
so, it's so many things that can contribute, to our health declining in one way or another, so let's be angels to people who may be going through the worst times of their lives. And also let's educate and make people more aware. So you can't say that nobody tell you.
Right.
But don't forget this, because y'all dealing with all the men y'all deal with. I always hear people say, "Men, I don't want to know if I got it. I just don't want to know."
Yeah,
That's
I
how
heard,
a
I
lot
heard
of
that. I
men-
heard that too. I heard that
A
a
lot
lot.
of men work, bro. That's what I said.
Yeah.
I was one of those for a long
You
time.
said you didn't want to hear it though.
Yeah. So the whole point is like just say men think the worst.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like no, seriously, like men think the worst. They act like they think the best.
Okay.
But deep down inside, men are thinking the worst thing.
Yeah.
Like, if you got kids or you got a loved one or you got whatever and you got a harsh cough and your throat hurting and all that stuff and they hear you cough like that and they say you cool, what's the first thing you're going to say? Yeah, I'm good. I'm straight. You see what I mean?
Right.
But really, it's
we
really,
not supposed
you
to be
really,
weak.
because we not, and that's
You know what
the
I'm saying?
worst
We
part
not
of it.
supposed.
And now with social media, see, it always lean back into the present. And now with social media, it's a strike against your ego. It ain't even against you personally. It's against your ego. And so many people are so focused on their ego, they'll let that, go over that. It'll be people, then they'll just disappear off the internet when they sick. They won't tell nobody that they was sick. They won't tell nobody that they had to go to the hospital. They'll tell nobody. But then, when they pass away, don't nobody know what happened. Everybody, damn, what happened to so-and-so? He was cool. You know what I mean? This and this. And that's the problem. And older men are starting not to care about this internet no more. But some of them still kind of stuck.
Yeah.
But older men that want to live and they have figured out, they're like, okay, I'm going to live this way or I'm going to die this way. And it's that hard choice for them to make because people attention, we always talk about attention is the worst thing, bro. That's the worst addiction that's going on right now. Attention.
Yes.
So some men don't have insurance
Yeah.
to go. I get that. I get them.
They have free facilities. They have free care, because see, I get, the exposure. I get because I'm a private person. I let out what I want to let out, but no, I'm not going to get on there and just, flood with what's going on. But, when you think about not wanting to know, that's something personal. And so with that, think about your family, how they're going to be left if you said, I don't want to know, but you had all these symptoms and all this, that, and the other, but I get it, because everybody does their thing differently, but you just got to consider more than you when it comes to that. If you have your kids and your wife or your husband or what have you, it's way more, to, at least if we know, like Jay said, polyps can be, they see them early. They can, get rid of those polyps and you live a healthy life after that. But I mean, I don't know. Everybody's different. I get it.
And then you have, and I believe that it's more men. it's more based toward men because that's how they advertise.
Absolutely.
You know, you don't see on
Absolutely.
the advertisements, and that's what people base their life on. Basically, what they see.
Absolutely.
That's the easy way to sway somebody into not believing something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it made it seem like women we don't have to worry about breast cancer. You know, they
y'all
But
get
men
that
get
all.
it too.
Right,
get it also.
exactly.
But-
That's
but
what I'm
men
saying.
aren't the face
but
of
you
it,
see
though.
how they
Absolutely.
advertise it more.
For men.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And they advertise breast cancer more for women because when you
Absolutely.
think of the word breast, you automatically just think of women.
Yes.
Right.
So that's how it's advertised. And like you're saying, like you're breaking down that door right now, letting these ladies know it can happen to you. It can happen to you.
Oh yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? It can happen to y'all too. And that's the scary part. Because now everybody got to look. It ain't just we got to look. Everybody
No, that's
gotta
real
look.
talk. I'm telling
Everybody got to check now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to look around. And it's other things too. You know what I'm saying? Like you were saying earlier, you know, it's signs. Yeah. And if we feel like we pushed through it before and we feel like it's the same thing, you give me just look like you might be like, yeah, like 5 years ago, my knee hurt.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? Now look.
Yeah,
And then a similar pain or that same knee start hurting, you be like, oh, that was that thing for 5 years. It's gonna go away.
Yeah.
Yep.
But no, 5 years done passed. You don't know if that done been in there
Festering.
working. You
Just
hear me? Just
festering.
working.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's sometimes, like you said, you can walk around with something and not know it
Yes.
for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, everybody worried about an STD though. More, you know what I mean? Everybody worried about an STD. But these are things you need to worry about. These are the I get worried about where you know you can get something from.
Right. Right.
You see where I'm going with this?
Right.
No, that's real talk.
I
That's real
understand.
talk.
I understand the threat of that. You know,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's a threat in your head. Like,
Yeah.
if I do this, this could happen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
This come out of no. You know, it ain't like if I do this, I'm gonna get that.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
And then
So-
you have to think about the behavioral health connection that being diagnosed or thinking that you have a chronic condition, how those two things intertwine. Because even though a person may be keeping it a secret from the rest of the world, they're still dealing with it. So a lot of times people don't understand why a person goes from 0 to 1,000 over a situation that may seem minor, but
Yeah,
they're
but they've
dealing
been
with
dealing
something
with it
totally
and-
different,
yes,
and
yes.
you don't know about it, so you cannot compartmentalize the
That's his word. That's his catchword.
why,
that's real
why this person is flashing out at the grocery store because of one person in front of them taking too long.
Right.
Well,
There's
it's
something
because
else going on.
High blood pressure, hypertension. They just got diagnosed with a new a chronic condition, maybe colon cancer, whatever, and they're holding it in.
But this is the part I don't
But it-
understand, Bubby. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, and this is going back to men not wanting to go to the doctor. And I didn't understand it about myself at one point. You know what I mean? But who else is gonna know? I'm serious, but like, you know what I'm saying? Who else is gonna know? That's just like anybody in this room. You know, you do things
Yeah.
without your significant other. Like my wife, she goes shopping by herself.
Yeah.
I run and go shopping by myself sometimes. Sometimes we go together.
Yeah.
I run to the grocery store. She go to the grocery store. She go do this. You know what I'm saying? She go to the gym. I go. So you have time to go and get these things checked out on your own, but you choose not to.
Well, you also know, it's a lot of phobias. A lot of people have phobias about going to the doctor. They was like, I was fine till I went in here and saw him, and now all of a sudden I got this, and this. So many are also saying that, and nothing against this. They want to handle it the natural way, with the herbs and different things like that. So they say they don't want to be treated
The
by,
holistic.
Holistic
Holistic
you got
way.
so many
Hellistic.
different-
No, I'm just,
No.
You,
You got a lot of that going on social media.
yeah, and so it's so many different approaches to it, but at the same token, it has to be, I guess, what you feel most comfortable with.
Right.
If you feel that no matter what, I'm going the holistic way and I'm not touching any type of, medication, no this, no that, and you feel like that's enough for you and you okay with it, with the, God you serve,
Right.
Hey, that's all I can say, you know. But a lot of people have phobias, you know. Think about we're seeing more and more people that don't even take care of their dental health.
Yes.
You know, that
God's
can
been
really
doing that for
affect.
a
You know,
long
a
time too.
toothache can kill you, can cause you to
Woo!
have a your aneurysm or something. I mean,
Yes.
like for real, it can go. My friend just told me about I guess maybe let's say dental work her aunt needed that the infection got so bad, the infection even went in her spine.
Mm.
She had let that get that. I mean, look how you looking.
No, because I
It's
remember one
real.
time, man, I had a toothache,
Bro, a
and,
toothache will.
and I was like, I'm serious. I was like, look, I gotta go outside. I either gotta get knocked out or I gotta knock somebody out. Because it was that bad. I couldn't wait to go get to the
Yes.
dentist. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying?
But
You
see,
know-
the holistic, I don't mean to cut you off, but before we get away from the holistic thing, so
Yeah.
I treat the holistic thing, and this is just me. The views I'm about to say is not the views of Hustle Dewan. This is my personal. I treat it like them car insurance commercials.
Okay.
Y'all ever seen them heard them car insurance commercials? Yeah, what you paying for your car insurance? Well, I only pay $89. You paying
Right.
what? Dog, that's based on how you drive, what kind of car. Now we don't
Yeah.
have the same exact driving record. Our birthdays are not on the same day.
That's right.
We, but that's how it's put out there. Like the holistic, it may work. You know what I'm saying? You
It may
eating,
work for
you
somebody.
you eating a dolphin toenail might, might cure what you got going on. You know
To
what I'm
all
saying?
the viewers, I've never heard of that. And I don't know what that
Right,
is.
right, right.
Never heard of that.
Dolphin toenails. Dang.
I'm just saying, if you eating, you know what I'm saying, the corner of a whale tooth or whatever, whatever, if that might work for
Right. Right.
them
That's what I
people,
said, they
but
gotta be,
so
happy with it and say, okay, I'm right with this.
right. But see, are they saying that I'm not saying either one is right, because regular medicine is scary too.
Absolutely.
Regular medicine is very scary too.
Absolutely.
Very scary. You know what I mean? A lot of times when the doctor used to give you medicine, that was before you saw those commercials. The law made them start posting them commercials.
Yeah, yeah.
You see what I mean? They had to post those commercials about these drugs because y'all got to remember, it
The
wasn't
side
that.
effects.
The
Don't
s-
forget the side effects.
That's what I'm saying.
Some wild stuff. You
Come
know,
Side
on.
effects, you be like, okay, this causes skin cancer, causes this kind of cancer, this kind of da. Why would I take this medicine?
Just to keep your earlobe from getting ashy or something. You know what I'm
so
saying?
It's so many cliches to this, and I get it, So I'm not that person that's telling you, run, do this, let them do this. Google things you don't understand. Ask questions. Ask that medical professional to break things down in a manner that you can understand better. You have to be proactive. I don't mean just go in the doctor's office and just sit there and let them do whatever they want to do. You have to let them know I'm a concerned person about my health. I take this serious. The more you take it serious, the more
They'll
that you
take it.
make them take
Yes.
it serious. And if they don't, that ain't the right doctor for you. It's so many people doing the same thing. You can go to the next one until you feel comfortable. But like Jay even mentioned, it's mental, it's physical. It's a whole lot of things involved with when you're going through the hardest time of your life. It don't have to be cancer. It could be from a heart attack to amputations, to this or that. I mean, anything that is a lifestyle changer, you have to deal with things mentally, spiritually, physically. I mean, it's a lot to it, So it's taking that time to invest in self to get the best outcome that you can and all the help that you can get. It's a lot of avenues out here that we can go. They're out here. Take advantage of them.
And you know what? Just real quick to let the viewers know and to let everyone know, for people that don't know what questions to ask their physicians, every hospital, every doctor's office, they will go to the doctor's office with you as well, have something called an ombudsman. Okay, they are patient advocates. All right, independent. They do not work for the hospital. They do not work for these systems, but they act as, and it doesn't cost. They act as advocates, and they will sit in that room with you if you give them permission, and they know what questions to ask. So the ombudsman, you can Google it, you can look it up. They're in every hospital, and they can go along with you to the doctor's office.
That's a
Okay,
good
that's
mention.
what's up.
That's a
Yes,
good
it
mention.
is. Yes,
A
it
great
is.
mention.
Yeah, and it's like she said, y'all can get the home test for colon cancer, and I took the home test, and mine came back inconclusive. So they said, you need to probably go see your doctor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I did, and I was clear. Thank you, Jesus.
God.
Thank you, God. Thank you, everybody that had something to do with it. Bless everybody, even the person that typed up the report. Thank you for typing a positive report. Thank you. Bless you too. You know, everybody always blessing the doctor. Look, bless that person that was over at the
Everybody
computer
involved.
saying, "You okay, sir?" Hey, look,
Everybody involved.
everybody
Everybody play a part.
Everybody play a part, and a lot of people don't understand how rich they really are.
Oh my.
Rich to me, rich is not
I
a
gotta bring it on here. Okay.
yeah. You know, rich is not a
Yes.
dollar amount to me.
No, it's not.
I'm just saying, a lot of people rich is. I sit back. The internet shows me, like I said, I talk about the internet for all the bad stuff it shows me, but then I turn around and I can talk about the internet for all the inspirational things it shows me.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I can look on the internet right now and see millions of people who don't even have what I have.
Yeah.
Millions. I can go right here and see them. Like somebody that just don't have the simple things that I have that they don't have. And I don't need the biggest house. I don't need the fanciest car. You know what I'm saying? God got my budget in mind. So I let him, that's my accountant. God's my accountant, for real. My budget is based on what I want to do. If I want to, you know what I mean? He gives me he give me the green light. He give me the knowledge.
Yeah, yeah.
It's if I want to move on it. Yeah. It's a million things I could be doing. That could be making me more money. That could be doing that. But what I do is, since I don't move on what I think, I move on how I get moved.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I wake up and have these billion-dollar ideas, and then guys say, "Okay, Dave, I get you got to be, but don't jump at it. Do the research of what it's gonna take you to get to that point, and see if that's what you really want to do."
Yeah, yeah. And then you're so fortunate in more ways than just the
financial.
yes.
Come on.
You woke up with a
Come
sound
on,
mind.
look at this. Look,
You got
I
your
can wiggle
limbs.
all my fingers.
You got your
Hey, look, I
limbs,
can do the wave.
I mean,
I can't do the worm no more.
yeah,
But
so you're rich in so many ways, beyond just, that outer appearance, because you dress nice and this, that, and the other, but certain things that so many don't have, and always trying to remember somebody's doing worse than you.
yes,
Always.
yes.
Thanking God on the good and the bad days.
Yep. And what it's saying was a saying that says, "I may not have more than all, but I got more than more than most, or
That's
most
right,
more than
that's
some."
right.
You know what I mean? And I don't go out to top nobody every day. I go out to live my life.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I call my guys. We talk. When I hear their voice on the phone, if I pick up the phone a certain way, Tone will be like, "Yeah, all right. You okay?" Just how I answer the phone. If I'm like, "What up, Tone?" We go into our conversation.
Right.
But if I'm like, "What's good, Tone?" He like, "Yeah, you all right?" Before, because what he was even calling me for, that trumps that. And it's good to, you understand these are my blessings I'm talking about. Like Buffy sitting here. This was a great person that I had a pleasure to meet in this lifetime, that I can actually say, like, look, we straight good. You know what I'm saying? I met another friend
Absolutely.
to rock out with me for these rest of these golden years that we got. You know what I'm saying? I got somebody I can call. I got somebody that can give me some advice. I be needing advice too. My phone rings for a lot of advice. I call people for advice too, though.
That's right. That's right.
You see what I mean? But I might not tell y'all, I called so-and-so and asked them. That, you know what I'm saying? That's not what
see,
it
my
is.
circadian rhythm is all off, so I'll call you at 12:30 at night.
Jay will
Ain't gonna be
call
nothing
you at
wrong.
2 o'clock
I
in the
call
morning.
Beans at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, he'll call you at 3 o'clock and be like, "Hey, man." And then they look, you be like, "What's up, Jay? You good?" He'd be like, "Yeah, I'm straight." Then once he say that, the rest of the conversation I know how to handle. But that initial pickup, look, your eyes all wide. Look, you like, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. What's up? But no, my whole thing is saying that is that people don't even look at the simple things. Like, colon cancer is serious. It can take you out. You know what I'm saying? It can take you out of here. And you mean to tell me that you know this for a fact? That's like people that get cancer, certain cancers. I'm not going to say all cancers.
Right.
But certain cancers come from smoking. Certain cancers, this for a fact. It's clinically proven.
Yeah.
But yet and still, one of the biggest markets in the world is the cigarette market. with people knowing this.
Yeah.
So you have people
Cognitive
who
dissonance though, but yeah.
right, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
but you have people who that know what can happen. My whole thing
Yeah.
is bringing this back to come. So you have people that know this. It's out there, and they're a candidate for it, and won't do nothing about it. And you saying we got free testing for this?
Yeah.
Free testing, right? Did you say free testing?
Absolutely.
She said free testing. And I want to do a challenge, see how many people come out. I wish you know what, next year I got you. We gonna do something. We gonna put something together, and we gonna do a challenge.
Good, because I definitely wanted to.
I wish we'd have did this show last week because I'd have put it together.
Yeah,
Damn, but
yeah. But I want you guys to make sure that you, as well as anybody that you guys invite, that you all visit that PCAD van out there. For it's only going to do so much testing. They're not doing colonoscopies on the spot.
right, you ain't
get
got to
what I'm
drop
saying?
them. You ain't got to drop them on the lot, y'all. Yeah.
so with that, I would love for all of the men, to, definitely encourage everybody to visit that van, talk with these ladies, see basically, like I said, it's colon cancer and prostate.
Okay.
Screening and
Yeah,
things
get your
like that.
prostates. Hey, that's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
a whole nother show. But no, one thing I can say I'm proud of though, that all the guys in my circle, they've already went and got all these taken care of.
Good.
Shout out to all my guys. Shout out to all my guys.
Good.
Yeah, I love that. I love it. All my guys
I
are like,
document mine.
yeah,
when
look,
I go to the
look,
doctor. I recorded
all
it,
my
uploaded
guys,
it.
look,
Yep.
all my guys are there. We
right.
there. You know what I'm saying? Because once you realize that you at that point in your life where if you break something, you possibly not gonna heal the same at a certain age. You know what I mean? Because just the way your body regenerates.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
But
So
how encouraging is that? Not
come
to
on,
interrupt you, I'm
no,
sorry.
my
How
God,
encouraging is that? That you and all your guys.
all my guys,
have you
yeah.
guys, how y'all can encourage others.
Bob,
Y'all
this
can
is.
lead by example. Y'all can put it in these other men's head to, if we did it, y'all can do
And
it.
wait, super shout out to you because before you came on this show, I can honestly say that's a topic that never came up. We never talk men's health on this show. And that's a super shout out to you, Buffy. Super shout out to you. And I'm not even lying. If y'all watch the climate of the show, if y'all go back, all the shows on YouTube, if y'all watch the show up to the time where Buffy Dylan came on this show and told us about Mr. Dewan Dylan and everything that she was doing, it literally, men's health became part of our talks.
Great.
You know what I'm saying? It's documented. Y'all can watch it on the show. I'm not just making this up. Because at that point, that's what we need. Everybody, we think we know everything until somebody throws something at us that we're not thinking about.
Right.
You know what I mean? But once you brought it up,
It's beautiful.
we know what it, we heard it. You see what I'm saying? Everybody
Right.
heard it, but we didn't know how it went.
Yeah.
And that brought it to the light.
Yeah.
And now you got all the guys and everybody, well, I'm healthy. I'm doing this. I'm eating better. I'm doing it. And because it sparked, remember I was saying earlier, sometimes it just takes something just to spark that idea.
They say it's about, how you made someone feel and the difference that you made in their lives. And so when I leave up out of here, if I can hear great things, great things like that, it's beautiful, because somebody's listening.
Yep.
Everybody won't listen, but somebody's listening. Somebody got encouraged.
Yep. And that's what we do.
And from there, encourage the next, encourage. So I'd say tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. But, all of us making sure that nothing else, we checked on our health. We've done all that we can do. So if something, all of us, if something happens, and can't say that you was slacking nowhere.
Right.
That's the best way. Hey, I didn't go to the doctor or the dentist or the this or the that. Well, yeah.
It was right there, But
no offense, but yeah, okay. I can see that coming up on you.
Right.
You ain't been checked out and I don't know when. And women are doing it too. And it's all like, okay, hey, all I can tell you is do what's best for you, but at least you do know that you should do this, that, and the other.
And if you give them the information, it's up to them to use it.
And then don't forget about, and it's a whole nother conversation, but also don't forget about the mental health.
I was just thinking that mental,
Mental
yes,
health.
yes,
Mental health
yeah,
is so important. And even when it comes to your children need mental help sometime, and you may not be ready to go, but don't make your kids lose out on something that could help them further
Right.
there. Everybody's ready at different times. I understand that, but mental health when it comes to men, I know you all are not necessarily known for going to get it, seeking it out,
right.
but it does matter, and it could really help you enthuse your life in various ways.
I remember we went to a couple groups. This guy we knew had him down like by like O'Fallon Park or whatever, and we was on like a three-way. We was like, man, what y'all doing? Like, man, we finna head down here. And the one homie was like, man, y'all weak for that. Man.
Yeah. That shaming, man, was stopping.
And it was like, bro, it ain't nothing weak about that. Like, man, like, and we took it as like maybe he was, people be scared to be in certain type of thing.
Yes.
And that was his way of like
Getting out of
saying that we was weak for going. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all need that. We supposed to be. I was like, man, and went there, and it was like so many young dudes there that was
Trying to.
younger than, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was in their 20s and 30s.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
me and the homie was like, wow.
But think about how sometimes even in a group, you still won't let it all loose.
Yes.
Because your boys there, your
Yes.
family there, your this, that. So, you get what I'm saying, and that's understandable,
Yes.
But it helps it too.
It can,
it
but
helps.
I also think that we need to, search out sometimes for individualized help, where you ain't got nobody around, because some people still want to put a facade up because they got all their people there, and you don't know me to do this and do that, but I don't down the group therapy.
Right.
But at the same token, sometimes I know I went to a women's self-help, group that was for widows. I sat there and I said, I can't come back to this, because to each his own. But they had me feeling worse than I felt before I already walked
Right.
in.
Right.
It's like, oh my God, when you're hearing these stories, because we got to still talk about, how we are going to elevate.
Right.
How not so much come out of it, but how you're going to make yourself better. Listen to them, y'all keeping me down.
Right.
Right. And so with that, me having the strength to say, okay, let me seek out some individual therapy. I'm game for group therapy, but that individual therapy, sometimes you need that one-on-one with just you, them, and God.
Yep.
You know.
But the reality is, especially in an urban environment, you gotta understand and recognize that a lot of us grew up around, or maybe still be around, real life sociopaths and psychopaths.
Yes.
And you know this because of some of the things that happen.
Yeah.
Some of the unalivings, and the heinousness of things
my
that are happening. These are not normal people.
Yes,
Okay, so you
yes,
gotta understand.
yes.
Like you were saying, they didn't get diagnosed. So we just look at, oh man, Jamal crazy,
Yeah, he tripping,
man.
but
see
not
what he
knowing
did?
that it's a whole underlying mental issue that's going on right there,
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then also, like when he had said that to you guys, just imagine if it could have discouraged some people that weren't strong-willed enough, and it would have.
Oh yeah, can't nobody.
But
what I'm
it's a
saying?
few of them though that will.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's something that basically
And I
like,
know.
it is making me look weak. I can't look like that in front of my boys or my girls. So it takes a strong-willed and strong-minded individuals to overcome a lot of what I call them. No offense against your friend, the regulars. Feeling like everybody should do it this way and fit in with this. It's okay to be an individual and do your thing your way, but it's a lot of people that would have fell victim even at our age and be like, well, I can't go. They talking about I'm weak if I do this.
I done seen the toughest look weak, and I done seen
And the weakest.
look tough.
Yep.
Yes.
Because
But
the
see-
main thing they can say is, "Oh man, you in your feelings," and see that'll stop.
You see what I'm saying?
But the
That's
whole,
an unfortunate thing, though, because it stops some people and
Following.
it really could have helped somebody.
like they said, what people looking for on the internet? Followers.
Yeah.
That's what they looking for. You know what I'm saying? And if
said
you
it
weak
earlier,
enough,
attention.
yeah, if you weak enough,
said it.
you know what I'm saying, to let somebody sway you like that. And the thing is, a lot of times the people you trying to fit in with aren't really even doing what you want to do.
Sometimes they ain't doing nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing.
But
Using is
you
a
know
hell
what
of a
though?
drug.
But listen, you know what though?
Okay.
They might not have no money, they might not have no goals or anything, but they got the spotlight. And some people feel like, what is it, just $10,000 or 10,000 followers?
man.
I'm asking you, that's the question before we leave here today.
Hey.
Buffy, $10,000 or 10,000 followers?
I'm gonna say followers, but the reason I say followers is because I'm looking at the potential of some of those people being able to help take my foundation to the next level.
Right.
And help me. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't care about that social followers just to say, oh, you know of Buffy. I don't care nothing about
Exactly.
that. I'm looking at every opportunity of every introduction, every relationship built.
And
every,
that's 98% of the
help me?
people that are, like, even with me. Out of all these people, like I was just telling Jay, we got 100,000, we had 40,000 views one month, we had 60,000 views one month, we had, all these views. But out of all those people, nobody will reach out, nobody will congratulate us, nobody will say great job, nobody will say, hey, I'm checking y'all out, nobody will say, I see y'all. It take me to see them in person for them to say, hey, Dave, man, I seen your podcast. You did?
Yeah.
I didn't even know you said look,
Yeah.
I didn't even
Yeah.
know it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I see what you're doing.
He said,
Anything.
Yeah.
And I left a message, I left a whatever on the thing. Like, you can help. When you see somebody trying to do something and it don't cost you nothing to help them and you still don't, it's an underlying issue right there. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's, I could do that. I just don't want to. So they're not going to support you because they feel like they could do it better than you,
Yeah.
but they don't want to do it. So that's their reasoning for not supporting you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Look,
St.
I
Louis-
can do that. Like Buffy got her foundation. I can start a foundation.
Do it.
Look, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
So, since I don't want to, I ain't going to support Buffy because she did it.
Yeah.
Give me the logic on that.
Yeah.
And
Well,
that's
St. Louis
literally
got that bad, though,
that's
man.
literally the thought of it. No, we from the city of here. I'm gonna help you. Just be ready to return the favor. You know what I'm saying? Not I'm gonna help you, dog, and that's
And I did
good.
it out the
You know what I'm
kindness of my
saying?
heart.
I help. They ready to. They can't wait. Look,
Yeah.
I remember in 80. Hey, look, I remember in 83. I gave Tone 7 cents at the Amoco. He was short 7 cents. Look, so I'm gonna wait till we 50. Hey, Tone, we're back in 83. But that's who we are.
Not to get off the subject,
Go
but
ahead.
that's the part of the reason I made that song. It's called
The reason. What's the reason? What the
is
whole
it?
point of the song? Like, what's the reason that
They
you?
have none. You
They
can't
say,
even- they
they say
have-
I ain't finna ride them cats jock.
Yeah.
You know, St. Louis
Yeah.
big on that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
and
saying?
That's
that's the sad part.
self-satisfying, though.
But they're thinking, so close-minded. Like you said, 10,000 or 10,000 followers, right? Well, if I get the right followers behind me, I get that 10,000 plus.
Right.
But having a strategic, plan for them 10,000.
Right.
Everybody don't think like that, but you can't get mad at me because I do.
Right. Exactly. Now you got to remember too, Buck. The 10,000 followers to a person that don't even know where they going,
Yeah.
but they would rather have that.
Yeah.
They'd rather suffer, you know what I'm saying? Not suffer, but go through hardships and all that stuff. But just to say, I got 1,500 friends, I got 1,000 followers or 10,000
Yeah, because
followers.
you're thinking like, okay.
How is that benefiting you though? Now, if each one of those followers are giving you $1 every month, you hear me now? If you do something where I get 10,000 followers and you can get each one of those followers to give you $1 a month, now you're talking.
Once again, that strategic plan for those 10,000.
Right, but
Because other than that, they ain't thinking like that.
They not.
And then, also when you even talking about, the attention that people want, is it positive attention? How does it add to your life in any good way? And what do you have to do to get this attention? Are you being somebody other than your real self? It's so many that are not even your real self, even down to the filters they put on pictures.
yes.
Sometimes the filters, I'll be like, girl,
That
take
ain't
that
you.
filter off that picture.
That ain't
don't
you.
even look like
Right.
me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to each his own, or know how to adjust it the correct way.
Yeah.
You know, if you're gonna use it, use it as an enhancement, but don't make a whole nother person. And that's real talk.
That's why you don't let people take pictures of you with their phones.
Also understanding who you are, your brand, what you want to represent as the person that God has made you. That also will keep you out of some holes, in my opinion, because you say, that ain't where I'm going. No offense against nobody. Like you said, they'll be all like, they think they are. They think they this. I don't want to ride. It ain't nothing about me thinking. It's just that I'm supposed to be elevating and move, and you are too. And I don't only mean in the social scene. We talking about our minds elevating, our body, everything growing. You don't know how much time you got left. Make it count.
Right, and see, people don't look at time the same. I blame, like I said, I'm still just it's a double-edged sword with this internet. That's all.
Yeah.
The access, the age limit of the access. You know what I'm saying? When cell phones first came out, kids didn't have no phone.
Right.
Kids, no, for real. Kids did not have no phone.
Right.
They sold little fake ones at the toy store for little kids to play with. Didn't no kid have no phone.
Right.
You see what I mean? It wasn't no games on them. They was literally communication. Then once the touchscreen, once the screen came out, it flipped it.
Right.
You see what I mean? Because then the parents started giving it as a pacifier.
Yeah, it wasn't even marketed to us.
You
It
see
was
what I
marketed
mean?
to them.
Yeah, it was a pacifier for the kids now.
It's a
Here, boy, just take this
babysitter.
phone so I can finish talking. Look,
It's a
so I can do
babysitter.
what I need to do.
Yeah.
Here, go on, take this thing. Because back in our day, it was keys. You gave little kid the keys. Look, she was jamming on that shit with the keys,
Every 6 weeks, y'all, I speak on a men's panel at Fathers and Family Support Center. And so, because they have a different class every 6 weeks, okay? So on this panel, me and maybe 3 other women come in, and what we do is give these men different perspectives on questions that they can ask us. The questions it's a 21 question page, okay? They can choose from this. So it may talk about finances, sex, drugs, things like that. So what I've noticed is, in all the classes I've been in, the guys somebody will ask the question of, if a mother won't let the father see the child, does that mean she still wants him? Okay. So everybody will give their answer. I always seem to answer last for some reason, okay? And what I say is, are you presenting a environment that's, basically, I guess you would say, positive for the baby? Are you bringing the baby around you and making something happen to make this baby be better in one way or another, from your love, your support, your this? But if you're dropping the baby off at your girlfriend's house, you got the baby around and the baby sitting back while y'all all smoking, drinking, cussing, this, that, and other, and you threw that tablet at her, or
The phone, the tablet, yeah.
Hey, get on the phone, play with this while you don't even know what your baby doing. So every woman don't want you back. Sometimes you're not bringing an environment that's positive and good enough to even have your child in to grow and learn from you. But I said that, because you were talking about so many parents letting these tablets and other things raise their kids, and then have no wonder why your child is only this, only accustomed to this. You've not done anything, mother and men.
Yes.
But I was just speaking of the men's panel, because they ask various questions, but all of them ask that question. It's like, everybody don't want you back. Sometimes, it's good that you ain't with her, because you bring her and the baby down.
And a lot of guys, like I said, it's a lot of stuff that men and women go on,
vice versa.
that go on behind closed doors. But then when we project ourselves on this, our persona. Everybody got a persona now.
Oh yeah.
If I get on if I just had an argument with somebody, when I turn on my phone, if what I'm posting is not supposed to be about that, I'm an actor at that point. I'm finna act like I'm not that. Like, I literally, before I hit record, I was down there steamed up to the point where I was crying.
Yeah.
But now, as soon as I hit this button, I can't let y'all know that I'm mad unless I want y'all to know.
Well, and what
You
you
see
call
what I'm
that
saying?
acting though, it's a certain privacy.
But
that
see, you still
keep.
gotta, but you still not being yourself in that moment. So I consider that me changing my demeanor, whatever you want to call, changing my demeanor, however y'all want to
social
put it,
media.
for social media.
Well,
so just say like if they
in
call
that-
me,
in that
just say if you,
instance, I'm
just
getting
say me
at
and you just had a
Uh-huh.
battle, and then he called me FaceTime with him on the phone.
Uh-huh.
When I pick up the phone, I'm be like, "What's up, y'all?" I'm not going to be like, "Man, what's up?" I'm not going to carry what's going on with me and you over to this just because it's trained. You know, people are trained that way now.
Well, yeah. And some of it is fakery. I get it.
Right.
But I also know that, say for instance, you just had a problem at your job. You mad at your supervisor. He don't piss you off, okay? So with that, I call you. You are at a certain place doing a certain thing a certain way. You're not supposed to get on that phone. He don't make me mad, unless you don't care.
Right.
I just know that even when Juan got sick, as many people as we know, we wanted to keep certain things private.
Yes.
And so if you have to accommodate the situation and present yourself in a different way, doesn't necessarily always mean fakery. It's just you knowing where you can do certain things in certain ways. You know, so you still being Dave.
Right. But I'm saying, but in that moment,
You may have to
I'm
because
I'm acting out of character. How about that? I'm acting out of like I said, it depends on who you are. Some people don't care. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people that on the internet that post all kind of
Yes.
stuff, they become famous not because they tried to. A lot of people that people follow are not famous because they tried to get on there and do something. They famous because they was keeping it a buck when they came on there and said, "Man, this motherfucker and so and so." Like you say, I get into it with my supervisor, and he, you know, how they show him he walking out the office. Man, they just try to, and next thing you know, he viral. And then next thing you know, he's doing video. You know what I mean? But that's a whole nother kind. I ain't gonna hold you, but we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. We gonna run through what we got going on one more time. But no, my thing is that it's so many layers to this.
Yes.
And
It's a fine line.
and
It's a
with
fine
what
line.
you got going on, it's a conversation that we could continue to have because this has to do with everybody. This trickles on every part of the bridge. You know what I'm saying? From the top to the bottom, from the adults to the kids. Because in helping the kids, you're helping the parents.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You see, but a lot of people don't look at it that they look like the kids get all the benefits. No, the parents have a load dropped
Taken
off.
off.
Woo!
Yeah. And
Like
with
that's
us
one thing I
having-
don't have to worry about.
Well,
you know what I'm
that
saying?
too, but with also so many things that the parent can take advantage of
Right.
there.
That's what I'm saying.
That
All the
can
way.
help you in one way or another. Just as a parent alone, I mean, you can't pass it up. And it's not only mine; it's other ones that have a lot going on. But I know what we're providing, and I made sure when I chose these vendors, I wanted to make sure. Yes, that could be something that a parent could need. That could be something that a parent's interested in. That could be because it's not only about the child, but the child is the icing on the cake. The
Right.
student.
Yes.
You know, for what we're gonna do for them. But we want you to leave with something more than just you came in and got a backpack for your baby. You know, I want you to leave with something that says, you know what, this affected me, or it is affecting me, or this is a way for me to, once again, use that word, elevate in different ways. Like I said, we got counseling services there. We got different things. You know, have people praying for you. Yeah, you know, you just never know how this could affect somebody. They might have walked in there and had the world on their shoulders, like Jay said. But when you walked in there and you got all of this encouragement and enlightenment, you made somebody say, you know what, it's gonna be all right. We gonna be all right.
And Hustle Different, when we there, we make everybody feel like a star.
They really do.
We
They
look,
really
everybody
do.
get the same interview. Look, we run up on people.
They really do.
Hey, look, people just be like,
Right.
yeah,
They
because
really
we want
do.
real reactions. We want real time because when we do this, it's nothing like you said. Like it's nothing fake.
Organic.
It's all
Yeah,
organic.
yeah.
And this is set in stone, y'all. That's why I bring it up. The 16th annual. This is not the first one. So when you walk in there, guaranteed you're going to leave with way more than you came with. And I ain't
Yeah.
talking about possession-wise. I'm talking just
Yes,
period. The
yes.
whole enrichment of everything there is going to be amazing. Buffy is a great host. She worked the floor like it's... Hey, look. She worked the floor like the mafia in the restaurant. You know, the mafia boss come through. Look, on the restaurant, Buffy like... Y'all good over here? Okay. All right now. Hey, look, she be like this. Hey, Tony, go over there and take care of Miss So-and-so. She need it. Hey, she makes it happen, though. And we over there because we got her back. She can turn around and she see anybody. All she got to do is wave a hand or whatever, and we there to help.
Yeah.
Hustle Different Podcast, we support for real.
Yeah.
We do not just say this on the internet. We go there. We support all our guys. Everybody who doing something here know that. Look, if Fly J Ali Fat. We support
Yep,
all
we
the
got
way
our
around.
braces on,
Like,
yep.
you know, and you can look at any of my pictures. I'm not just wearing this for the show. I wear these. You know what I'm saying? I support my guys. My man
Appreciate
Tone.
you, man.
Shout out to Dave Elmore. His new
Dave
number
Elmore.
one fan. Hey, look, I'm serious. Look, Dave Elmore, you know, remember, I don't know if you remember Dave Moore. He the general manager over at Johnny Landau Chevrolet.
Okay.
He also got the Dave Elmore podcast, and we also got the Gameaholics podcast with me and
Shout
Jay
out to
Ali.
Gameaholics.
Yeah, he listened to some of his music. This is what I love about what I do. Like, he probably would have never heard Tone music.
Absolutely.
See, this ain't even about nothing monetary. This ain't even about nothing. He a fan of this man. This is what a person like that want to hear.
Absolutely.
Like you, but like when you heard like the kids, met new kids, they was having fun. Her face lit up when she heard that. You know, that's what you want to hear. That's like with me and Jay, and we all out, and people be like, "Yeah, Dave, I did some business with so and so, and I met him on your show." That's my smiling moment.
Yes.
I didn't make a penny off that transaction, and I'm cool with that because that's not what I did that for.
That's right.
Like with Buffy, like we show up. I don't necessarily tell everybody to run up to Buffy and say hustle different. No, we just show up. You know what I'm saying? Say hustle different sent you, and it's people like that though. Me and Jay talk about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Be like, hey, go over there and tell Buffy hustle different sent you. You know, no,
yeah.
it's not even about that. When I walk in there and I see my people and I greet them, I know what we did. You know what I mean? And like, see, Jay love what we do when we on the spot, on the scene.
right.
That's my man on the scene. He love running up with the mic. Hey, what you doing? How you doing? This and that. And then we watch out for each other. Like if we seen something weird going on at anywhere, I'm gonna let Buffy know.
That's right.
Even if she might say, "Oh no, Dad, he cool," but I still want to know. You know what I mean? I just want to make sure.
That's right.
And I feel like she would do the same thing too. You know what I'm saying? If something went weird, some look weird, I think she gonna say, "Hey, Dave, I think that's weird."
Yeah.
I think something going on weird over there. And
Yeah.
I might say, "It's cool, Buffy. It's cool." She'll say, "All right," and that's what you want in your life, especially at this age.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get mad at
Support
young.
in all forms.
I don't even get mad. I ain't gonna say mad is a word I usually don't use. But I get upset with younger people sometimes because I expect them to know more, and so I end up getting on myself because I be like, why you think they should know? But you just come from a certain level where you like, you should know this is something that you don't do, or you should know. But look, we can go into this again. We're going to have Buffy come back. Probably won't be into the springtime because like I told y'all earlier, this is when Buffy roller coaster of events start. Y'all going to see all the pictures at the galas and all that good stuff. She get out there and show out with her girls and they do what they do. I heard about that firsthand. Her girls, they get it together. And what I love about her, she got that old school cloth cut too because she like, look, we all look good. We all coming through the door on the level. You don't know. Look, you don't know who got the hoopty and who got the Range Rover. We coming in the door like that. And that's how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? But it's all love. Thank you, Buffy. One more time. We just going to give them one more rundown on what's going on, and we're going to get out of here.
Thank you guys for everything. We are celebrating our 16th annual Back to School Resource Fair on Sunday, August 9th.
Next
12
Sunday.
to 3 p.m. at the North County Recreation Complex. Everyone's invited. Everything's free. Children must be there to receive their backpack. But parents, if you want to come in without your child, you just can't get a backpack. We are offering haircuts, hairstyles, teeth cleaning, mental and physical, I guess you would say, screenings. We got so much going on, y'all, that it's just like, oh my God, but it's all for a great purpose. Like we said, we want the adults and the students to be fulfilled when they leave there. Indoor and outdoor activities. We want everybody to take advantage of all those vendors inside and outside. Thank you again to all my great volunteers. Thank you to my videographer, Steve.
Big Steve in the building, y'all. Big Steve in the building.
Thank you to the photographer, my DJ, my MC, anybody that has a part in this specific day. I thank you. And even the people that can't make it, pray for us. Pray for a successful event. Pray for the happiness that needs to come out of this on everybody's end. Thank you guys for joining me again.
We are there. Hustle different in the building.
Et cetera, et cetera. We got everybody working for the same cause. and that's to help make these students and parents and families smile.
All right, on that note, Buffy Dylan in the building. It's your boy Dave Gray, the unofficial mayor of St. Louis. Jay Ali in the building. Santone Sauce Game in the building. The Reason dropping real soon. Yes, I'm going to keep saying it until he drops it. I'm going to keep saying it because this the one I told y'all. I can't say what I told him on the phone yesterday, but I said he know how to get, but he going to show y'all how to do the other. So we out of here. Hey, look, Buffy off the air. I could talk a little crazy for these hot 22 seconds I got left. Jay, you got anything for us, baby, before we get out of here?
Hey, just keep tuning in to the Hustle Different podcast, man. You already know it.
Tone?
Don't forget, man, Boys and Cognac. The
Out
album is
now.
JimsPoolRoom.com. Y'all already know what it is. JPR, Hustle Different Committee.
All right, we out.
Okay, so you got a rap that you made, or you rap, you R&B, you.
No, he rap, but he got some. He do I ain't gonna say contemporary. He not hardcore. It's not
so
hardcore.
Like, so
he
the
got a
Boys
lot of
and
lady
Cognac
songs.
is like I'm older now. I'm a grown man.
Boys
so
and Cognac, you
it's
know.
grown
Right? Yeah, grown up rap.
Yeah,
Yes,
so it's more grown up rap.
we call it tavern music.
Yeah.
So every now and then, but you still gotta let let the person know, like, hey,
I still gets it in, you know what I'm saying?
Don't get into it.
don't get it twisted now. I'm trying to chill. I like my chill.
Right.
I like my party music.
Right, so like he makes some great songs, but what happened is he's showing his grown up side. Now people want to come at him like he ain't got that edge no more. So the
Okay.
new one called The Reason, and he like, what's the reason that y'all coming at me like this? I'm trying to leave y'all alone, but y'all messing with me. So he had to
What's
come
the
back.
hating about? You know,
Yeah,
we supposed to be.
so he coming back at
Well,
me.
you said it earlier. It's about St. Louis. It's
Yeah, man. They be
It's
acting
like
up
y'all
in St.
doing
Louis.
the same
we
stuff.
don't want nobody to be
You know,
successful.
people don't want to be like, people acting like I ain't put an album out.
They give it to you,
Oh,
man.
my
But
God.
you know what I'm saying? But when they see me, I heard a